Welcome to an example in which we're simplifying without a calculator. Sine 57 cos 27 minus cos 57 sine 27. Now, what's up with that? What are they wanting us to do here? This is kind of weird looking. First off, what you should do is try to see if you recognize on the formula sheet this kind of format, this setup. See what we have here? Sine, cosine, cosine, sine. Sine, cosine, cosine, sine. Do you see that anywhere? Let's go down to the formula sheet. Where do you see sine, cosine, cosine, sine? Right there, huh? Sine, cosine, cosine, sine. You might say, well, it's here too. No, not quite. This is cosine, cosine, sine, sine. A little different, right? Sine, cosine, cosine, sine. That exact same order is right there. So that means it's the sine of two angles added up for sine. So we've got to go figure that out. So the sine of two angles added up. So let's go write that formula down. So what we're looking for is the sine. So I'm going to write down the formula. It's x plus or minus y is sine, cosine, cosine, sine, and you put the xy plus or minus. So that's that formula I just grabbed off the formula sheet. So this right here is the right side, except we got to determine the sign. See how they have a minus in the middle? See how right here they're going plus, minus, plus, minus? They're in the same order. You know, if it was plus, minus, and this was minus, plus, like it is for cosine, the cosine formula, that would mean opposite order. But ours is in the same order. So that means we keep the sign the same. And what do we have? We have a minus right here, don't we? Minus. So that means that we're going to have a minus right here. They got to be the same. So basically, x, and this is our x, 57 degrees, and our y is 27. And this is again 57 and 27. So I'm just identifying that our big old thing here is the right side of that formula, isn't it? So therefore, what did we say x was? 57, and y was 27. So by the formula, if I just plug the x and the y into the left side, whoops, it's going to be the sine of 57 minus the sine of 27, isn't it? You seen what I've done? I just took what they gave me right here and I said, hey, that's the right side of the sine add 'em up or subtract 'em formula. And the sign in the middle is negative, so I kept the same sign in the middle. And I just plugged in x is 57, y is 27, x is 57, y is 27. Therefore, x is 57, y is 27 on the left side as well. They are equal, says the formula. So all of this equals that. So, and then what does this equal? Sine, if you subtract them, that's 30 degrees, isn't it? Do you see what I'm doing there? That's just the sine of 30 degrees. So, what they're wanting you to say right here is sine, you can choose sine or cosine, sine of 57 degrees. You don't have to put in the degrees. 57 minus 27. Okay? And so then they want you to figure out what that is. Well, that's the sine of 30. And if you go to the unit circle, sine of 30, let me get rid of all this other scribbling I've got here. I've got a lot of scribbling. Find the sine of degrees. Where is it? It is right here. Cosine sine, sine of 30 degrees is a half. So this is a half. So we, by using the formula, we figured out that all of this is the right side of the sine of two angles subtracted formula, because this is subtraction, where the x is 57 and the y is 27. So it's just sine of 57 minus 27. We're using the formula backwards, basically, which is sine of 30, which is a half. There we go.